Alright, welcome back, folks. It's Donkey. It's episode 6 of Whata Tool, the tools only challenge. Right now, we're just doing a little base expansion. Just kind of giving us a little bit more breathing room up here on my little pitiful excuse for a platform. So this morning, we're making some farm plot blocks. I've got about 12 of them cooking. So we're going to put in, just a small little farm plot till we find our permanent home. My next home ideally already has farm plots in there, or maybe not if in it, just adjacent. Typically, I would do like the dollhouse or the mausoleums, or if I can stumble upon the crypt that has like 60 farm plots. So that'd be nice. So we're going to start off with corn, blueberries, and potatoes. The reason I'm doing those 3 particular crops, obviously corn and potatoes for the stews, and blueberries for the yucca juice smoothies and the blueberry pies. Since I don't have, hunting is going to be an issue. So with that, we've got our farms down, which depleted my my clay. So I'm gonna have to dig a little bit of clay. Got somebody, I think we got a Lieutenant Dan, trying to see what side he's on, but might as well drop. There he is. Let's drop down and investigate. So give him a couple whacks, and unfortunately he gets a couple hits on me, but it's alright. I got the best of him. So double check. Oh yeah, got to put down some mushrooms. Forgot about those. So, and the good thing about mushrooms is they grow anywhere. And I don't know if it's still true in this alpha, but you don't want to step on them because that hinders their growth. And I've already stepped on my spikes. Got to repair those here shortly too. So we're going to just put my wall of mushrooms, aka the pleasure wall. I'm going to cover 2 sides of this of our tower here, because I'm eventually going to expand. So we're going to run up here and dig some clay. I picked this spot because I can see almost everybody around me, and I'm not going to bore you guys with digging for clay with a stone shovel. So after about getting 1,000, because we need cobblestone. I didn't get to the mine last night because that screamer horde, and then I had to go retrieve my bag. And when I was doing that, I got killed by a feral lumberjack. It was off camera, unfortunately, but it's pretty much right where the feral nurse got me. I ran up just thinking, oh, hey, I can wait. And I don't need to wait. I can just run up and, grab my stuff, and it didn't work out for me. But unfortunately, I didn't record it. But, it's just like any other death when you're naked and, yeah. So Paul made a snack of me. So now we have some wood. I think I'm going to repair some of these because they put in a lot of work last night. So we'll reward with them with a new sense of renewal, because these things have been saving my bacon. So I'm going to have to keep these as many So we have 1,000 cobblestone cooking. I'll have to make topsoil to replace everything underneath that, but they actually didn't damage my my little tower here too much. So apparently throwing the rocks at the spikes, they were so focused on the spikes that they weren't really hitting my tower. So it's 9 o'clock. We've got the base trimmed up. We've got the farm down. We have our mushrooms in. So now we're going to go have some fun. We're going to run back into the working stiffs because we got chased out of there by a biker when I didn't have, I think that was a couple episodes ago. But yeah, ran out of spike traps and decided the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. So we're going to go back with a little better, now that we have iron weapons. And we're armed with a wrench as well. We're going to try and get an engine today, if all possible, with any luck. So any decent cars, like this one and the previous one. And we're going to fast forward through this. It's, stamina early game is kind of a beast. Normally I would take down these cars, but they don't yield an engine or any of the parts we need. They do yield radiators, which are nice. So, yeah. So we get company. I think that's Bob the Builder. Oh no, not Bob. Sorry. And we are going to check trash everywhere. Trash and yeah, I've had really good luck with like trash on shelves, just trash scattered throughout the world. I don't know if we've actually woken up the zombies in the backyard, or if you want to call it the backyard, the back area of the tool shop. So we're just going to come in here and finish looting the shelves. Some tools, books. We get a pretty decent haul in here. Nothing super spectacular, but we get a couple books here and there. Get a bunch of murky waters. Yeah, a lot of stuff that it's not super useful, but at this point there's another couple forge books. I love that you find corn in the toilet. That's, Fun Pimps nailed it on that one. So, alright, so we're up to 7 forge books. We're shooting for 10 so we can get that workbench. Because then our next thing will be a mini bike. We already got the tires, so we just need an engine and a workbench to make it in. I think I'm just going to bypass the bicycle and all. So, I don't know. Usually I decide early game depending on how many vehicle books and how quickly the playthrough is going. I typically skip either the bicycle or the mini bike. Yeah, I don't have points into Grease Monkey this time, so I'm probably just going to bypass the bicycle and go for the mini bike. I typically, I don't use anything past the motorcycle. Like the 4x4, I'm not a very good driver in the 4x4. I just drive through or just blow through repair kits. And the gyro is nice, but it moves roughly as fast as the motorcycle. But it is nice to, pick it up and just fly, and yeah, it's nice. So, all right, so we're gonna get in here, and we are going to start hitting every mailbox, every car, and yeah, we're gonna try and get us the books that we need and the parts that we need. So, and this is, I believe this is Dyersville, if I'm not mistaken. No, I know for a fact it's Dyersville. Because in Legacy, I spent, you know, I had a base here at the hospital. There's another forge book. Here is a great spot. POI. I've got another tool book. Sweet, got the workbench. Upstairs, there's the carpet rolls that you get 200 cloth out of, which almost any point in your game, 200 cloth is a pretty dang good score. It's used for everything. And there's a fake screamer that busts out of the top window, but there's plenty of resources here to gather, to salvage. I'm just today I'm on a different type of mission, so we're gonna go say hi to all the zombies in town, let them know there's a new man in town and it's not to be trifled with. So, not a quest for books. So if you can point him in the right direction, he might, spare you some mercy, but everybody I talked to today didn't know where to go to get books, so we don't need paper. In vanilla, like, paper really doesn't have doesn't really have a use outside of shotgun. I don't know. Come on, devs. We can do better. We can use... What else are we going to use paper for? Tons of things, but... More books. Blueberry seeds. Alright. Use that fortitude mod. I think we'll end up throwing that on the shovel, because that actually can hold a mod, and I don't have anything in it yet, so... Now, we are not going to go into the hospital, even though I have a super low loot stage, or game stage, and sometimes if you stumble into a POI early enough before your game stage is super high, you can get a fairly easy, I don't know, I guess the zombie level isn't as intense. I'm personally not going into a tier 5 POI till I feel I'm, securely outfitted, but so back here in the book barn, which is kind of like the poor man's crack-a-book, country crack-a-book, if you will. And there's a couple books in here, so we're gonna get a few good things. I still, nothing amazing. We're still getting a bunch of paper, which is unfortunate. And we gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Unfortunately, I tossed out a bunch of bandages, or I scrapped them. So, kind of feel dumb right now that I'm making bandages for first aid bandages. So, guess I gotta eat a little bit of crow here in this bathroom. So, back at it. Get some murky waters. That's nice. Our dew collector is fully operational now. Let's wake everybody up. Get smacked around for a little bit. And go back to playing it safe. And smack these guys. They'll drop a couple loot bags for me. more athletic shoes, which I'm not complaining. I already have a pair and they're level 1s, so it could be worse. I'll sell them, but I'd rather have like a decent set of actual like an outfit, like an armor. Preferably, it'll probably end up being mining, I would imagine, with RNG, since I tend to find if you have, points in the Miner 69er, that you get the mining books. I just realized that dude was just to the right of me, inside that door. And she's standing in the corner like a knucklehead. Take a couple more books. Alright, some books that we can't use, but that's fine. Blueberry pie. Nice little pretty straw hat. Which, I don't know if it's better than the primitive hat that I have, but we got more forge books. So, we have only 45 seconds left on this steroid, and then we're going to be moving slow as... Your lucky day, chicken. I only got 20 seconds on this steroid, so I'm not even stopping and checking. I want to get outside of the city limits, just in case some doggos. But we will stop at Del Piano's house here. Treasures. Okay, so that's more brass and lead and sinks, I think. Which, once again, we don't need lead or brass for this build. So it kind of goes unused, but it'll be alright. At least we get experience, and not every perk book is going to be useful, but a lot of them, when you get the whole set, like a lot of the perks are nice. None of them come to hand right off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a bunch out there that are quite useful. Alright, so I still have that steroid and that zaps your water. There we go. Grab a red tea. That'll help my stamina regen. So, alright, we're going to go on, get back home, drop inventory, see if there's anything we need to craft, see if there's anything pretty much drop resources and see what we need. We'll dump our iron up to almost 2,000. 2,700 clay, so we're doing all right in that department. Dump our food and meds. All right. Oh, so that's farmer sets medium armor, so that is stronger. Sweet. We'll put some night vision goggles on our straw hat. Not sure how that works, but I guess we'll find out. So now we have a 2% higher chance of finding food seeds in loot. Woohoo! That's I would say one of the least useful. So we found our toilet corn, and we're doing pretty good on first aid bandages. We've got 16 total. That's not bad. One herbal antibiotic, and I thought I had a honey. Maybe I used it. I don't know. Since sometimes it's a few days between from when I record to when I edit. Because usually I'll record, and then I'll edit, and then I'll do a voiceover, and very rarely is it in the same night. So we sold some stuff, by some rock busters from the vending machine. I think we have enough time. We're going to go grab that airdrop. And I am going, God bless it, still running into my spikes. I think what I'm going to do is probably have this upload probably Tuesday, I'd imagine. And then Thursday, live streaming the night of day 6. So I'm going to cut it short here tonight and then pretty much do the night of day 6. So all day of day 7 and then also day 8 as well. So be on the lookout for that. So we got a nice little level 1 claw hammer and a couple other minor things. So not the best airdrop, but we'll take the claw hammer. That's one that I don't have to make, and we're gonna go ahead and make that workbench. I think I'll probably have to. I think I'll have to expand a little bit. Maybe go out another block here towards the north, on the north side. And anyway, yeah. So what are you guys thinking about the series? Are you liking it? Are you we agreed that the torches are good. Leave a comment. What you think if I should be able to use like a robotic sledge or robotic turrets? That's kind of my next question. So leave me a comment what you think. Do you think the robotic weapons should be considered? But yeah, and just let me know what you're thinking about the series. If you're enjoying it, if you have any suggestions, I'm always up for feedback, even if it is negative. I'll take it. I'm a big boy, so I just want to thank everybody who's still here. 22 minutes into the episode. I want to thank you guys for coming, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and see me. And so be on the lookout for this episode and then the live episode of Fortnite. And I'll catch you guys later, and I'll say thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon.